Alright, so good morning traders. Winston Kutsia, aka Mr. Mayor Forex Trading on YouTube, of course, on Facebook. Please go join the Facebook page called Forex Hangout. Alright, so let's look at the date first. Today is the 8th of February 2023. Time now is just past 9 in the morning, South African time. Alright, so yesterday I was in this trade, the Aussie USD. I jumped in there, I had some profits, and I moved my stop loss up to there. It came down and took the stop loss, so I had about $1.75 profit on this one. It's not appealing to me, any trades this week. There's this with the US dollar up and down, so any pair you have against the US dollar it's gonna be a mad ride. It's gonna be a mad dash up and down, and so there's nothing appealing to me this week. Maybe to some other traders that trade other style, but my style of trading, there's nothing for me. This was, my way of trading. Came back, had nice long weeks. It's lekker, but this very up and down. It's very volatile. A lot of volatility in the US market at the moment with the US dollar, as you can see. Big spikes up, big spikes down. So let's go through it. I'm not going to jump in here until the US decides what it wants to do. Same here. I'm not going to jump in here until the US dollar decides what it wants to do. Because yes, this to me is my entrance here with this nice long weeks and so forth. But it's all just, I was waiting for this one to break through to the bottom side, go down and come back for a retest on the zone. Then I'll jump in for a sell. But with this volatility, it's up and down. I'm not interested at the moment. There's nothing telling me, screaming to me, saying, "Woo, I want to get into this trade." Nothing for me there. Same with the gold, because the gold has got a lot to do with the US dollar. Until the US dollar decides where it wants to go and what it wants to do, I'm not going to jump into any trades that's got something to do with the USD. All right, so this, yes, it's nicely in the zone, but if the US dollar decides that they're going to push up the interest rates, then the gold's going to fall down. So you want to jump in here because it looks like a buy. You're just going to lose. Well, me personally, I don't want this trade. Thank you. The NZD JPY, it's on a nice trend down, but I do see buyers in these zones, so I'm not so sure what wants to happen here. You see, my mind says it should be on the way down to this level over here, but what I can see is big rejection, big wicks, so which tells me that there are buyers in this zone. If they're going to hold up or not, I don't know, but my style of trading is price must be in one of these zones before I look for a buy or a sell. So here in the middle, there's nothing for me here. There's no solid support and resistance. There's a resistance over there, but there's no solid support and resistance. Yes, maybe a support down here as well. That's why I pulled the Fibonacci down to here, because I've got a mind that it's going to make its way down to here, and then I'm going to see if there's buyers in the market. If I do see long wicks, if price comes down to this area over here, I might put in a buy, because I know this action is about to go up or working its way up. So, but yeah, it's hanging in the middle. I have to wait for it there. So there's nothing for me here. The Aussie CAD, also very nice. It's at the point of resistance over there. I do see rejection, but I want to see more rejection than this. Then maybe I'll jump into this trade in a sell position and follow this one down. But it's still, there's nothing screaming sellers. That short little wick there, compared to these long wicks with the buyers, there's nothing for me here. There's no definitive, yes, long wicks, rejection candles, add a support or add a resistance. Things that tell me, that scream to me, jump into this trade. There's nothing here doing that. Same with the pound USD. Look at this. Such a lot of volatility in the market. You don't want to jump into anything that's got to do. I don't want to jump into anything that's got to do with the US dollar at the moment until the US dollar decides what direction it wants to take. The Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. It's nice, but I wanted to jump into this trade looking for a sell position, because I do see there's a very solid resist line over there. But it didn't make it all the way up to where I feel comfortable with it. I want to see a touch there, and then I want to see rejection candles. I want to see red candles. Then I'll jump into a sell. It didn't make it all the way up to there. That's why I didn't jump into the trade, because it doesn't meet my requirements. Because yes, now you see, all right, there's sellers, you might want to jump in there. Your stop loss over there, oh, it goes in your favor, but then it shoots up to go to that zone and then shoots back down. You know, I've got things that I wait for that needs to be in order before I take a trade. Sometimes for a week I don't trade because nothing is where I want it to be. And that's how you stay a profitable trader. You stick to you have your rules, and you stick to your rules. You don't change your rules just because you think it's going to do this or think it's going to go that. I'll wait for it to get there. If I see rejection candles, I'll jump in, because then my stop loss is going to be a small little stop loss there, and I stand to make a lot of money. But if you want to jump in here, that is a huge stop loss. That's about what, $4, $5, maybe $6 stop loss that you have there. No, you can't do that. And then it doesn't go in your favor and it knocks your stop. No. You want to put yourself, like I said in previous videos, you want to put yourself in a position where you're comfortable. Small loss, big rewards. And if price doesn't go to where I feel comfortable, I just don't trade. I don't have to trade. The pound US, the pound yen as well, is hanging in the middle here. Look at this volatility. It's up and down. It's hanging in the middle. Yes, I'm starting to see some form of trend line going there, but also now I see a trend line here, because now here you've got a lower high, but now you've got a higher low. You know, you're supposed to have a lower low, but now it's a lower high. So this tells me that price is on its way down. This tells me price is on its way up. If you work on the lower high and higher high and so forth, it's very undecisive. This to me is not a trade I want to get into. So for today, there's absolutely nothing appealing to me, but that is trading. That's how you keep yourself out of trouble. Trade when your rules are met. Don't just jump in, because then you're going to lose money. So yeah, sometimes you get a week with no trades, but it's fine, because then you get 2 weeks where you trade nicely. And in the week you didn't have trades, you didn't take any trades, you're not losing any money. As long as you're not losing money, you are fine. Trade when you're comfortable. I'm not comfortable with this. This is too much volatility. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what my plans are for this week. I was hoping there's going to be a lot more action, but with the US dollar, not certain which way it's going to go. It causes chaos for all the other you know, like the Euro USD or the gold. I can't find the word for it today because I've had a long day so far. But yeah, all the other assets. So I hope it makes sense. But for me, no trades today. Maybe tomorrow. Let's all see what the US dollar is going to do first. Have a good one.